Okay, I'm in a pool of water. I don't think you can hear me that well, but this is our pool. This is our test pool, and what we're doing here is we're looking at the balance, we're looking at the stability, and we're looking at other physical factors before we get out into the deep blue. Now, if you don't have a pool, then don't worry about it. Just start out in the calmest part of the water that you're in. You're in a lake or the ocean face or whatever. You're going to start out in the calmest place that's there, and then from there we're going to look at several things. And one of the first things we want to look at, is balance. And then the center of gravity, the center of stability, and the center of motion. And we just want to see how the shoes act, so we can make little adjustments as little adjustments as needed. And so this is one of the main reasons we want to work in a pool or a small, in this case a small bit of water. So, but you can see that we are floating, and we are floating in. This is about what. Well, if you can see the paddle, you can see the paddle, and you can see how far it is in the water. And you put it on this side, and you can see how. So this is about, well, you can see the lettering. I think you can see the lettering. You can see the lettering on the paddle here, and you look at here, and you can see more or less where it is in the water. And so it's about 3 inches. This floats in about 3 inches of water. And so we don't have any problems at we don't have any problems at, in fact, we could probably float at 2 inches. You know, if we again spread the weight out as far as we can, don't turn it sideways. I don't know if we got any bend in it. Normally I have a spotter when we look at it, and we want to see if the shoes are overtly curved. A little curve ain't gonna kill you none, but when it's too curvy, you know, you're losing your length, and that's why we want to get in a pool and look at it, or take pictures, or have a spotter to look at it and see how we're doing. So we want to. And then we want to see if we have any cracks and breaks. And what I like to do is slush around a little bit and see how the things act. And I want to put all of my weight. Can one shoe hold all of my weight? Can one shoe hold all of my weight? I want to take that into consideration. Then I want to check my center of balance, center of gravity. You know, it looks one thing on land, but when I get out of the water, it's a little bit different. So I want to check that and make sure I have that. So I want to take that into consideration also. And we just kind of look at the shoe all over and see how it feels. Do I need to tighten this up or tighten that up? Make my final adjustments before we go out and do our sea trials. So this is our pond. So if we don't have a plastic pool, then of course we can always, like I said, we want to start out in a small pond, small lake, a small whatever we got, and then we'll work from there. So we're going to get out of here, and then, we'll turn around a little bit. We want to turn around so you can get a good view And maybe we could talk about some of these things also. We're going to swing around a little bit. You want to swing around a little bit. If you want to say another thing on these shoes, you should be able to make at least a half a step forward and a half a step backwards. A half a step forward. So and then you can check that, and then to the side, how far over this way can I go before the thing, before I feel uncomfortable? How far over this way, can I go before I feel somewhat uncomfortable? And I want to take that into consideration. Can I make, how big of a step can I make, and so I can figure out kind of the range. And everybody's a little bit different, so I figure out basically the range. Now, the way we get off these things, I'm gonna try this on camera, but how do we get off these things? We go here, and then we shift our weight to the far shoe.